Oh, brilliant. Well, okay, everyone. Welcome to the Sunday Rumble Week 4. We have quite a show in store for you today. Normally, our Sunday Rumble is so quiet and calm and peaceful, but we have some breaking news. It seems that a faction, a splinter cell of the Falconeers, have broken off and called themselves the Wolfpack, and they will be debuting here today in the Sunday Rumble.
Yeah, it should be quite an exciting event. Let's see, it's looks like it's led by Mad Goose and Mad Maverick, so it's the Mad Captains.
Yes, we'll see if they're just as bad as they claim to be. In the matches, we've got them. Well, we've got the Wolfpack, the newly formed, like I said, splinter cell of the Falconeers, against the Aeronautical Knights in our first match, and then we have the Bully Boys versus the Valiant in match B. They will be playing a best of 3 tournament, and the winners of each best of 3. Sorry about the phone in the background. I'll take that off the hook. They are going to be facing each other to determine the winner. It's a simple tournament. It's a simple tournament. It's fun. It's great. I love it. That's why I cast it.
And I think this is the first week that Overwatch actually won't be participating, correct?
Yes, regrettably, no Overwatch. I mean, they had that massive 8-day run where they were sort of playing constantly. But it looks like, they're slowing down a bit now. But that's fair enough. Anyway, it looks like all the players are in the game here and ready to begin. They want to do some people talk about coin tosses for sides, but looks like Wolfpack are ready and rearing to go, so I guess we better get this started.
Well, yeah, I just randomed the map, and the map I randomed is Canyon Ambush. And I'm not entirely sure why Firaxis wouldn't want red spawn. I feel like that ends up being a more advantageous spawn usually, as it is, but...
Well, yeah, I mean, basically, whichever spawn you decide to camp at, you're at a bit of an advantage in Canyon Ambush. But I don't think with these teams we're going to see a lot of camping, at least from what I see anyway. Although the Aeronautical Knights, gosh golly. Also, I should add that I've invited a guest here with us today, Aluminium Pigeon.
I was just about to ask who that is.
Yes, he wants to basically take some photos of the Sunday Rumble for the Guns of Icarus wiki, and I saw no reason why not, so I've invited him. Welcome, Aluminium Pigeon, who's not on Skype, so, but he can't talk.
We'll welcome him anyway.
Yes, we'll welcome him anyway. Right.
Alright, so we're waiting for AK, the Aeronautical Knights, to ready on up. Not quite sure what the holdup is there. Of course, I can't hear what they're talking because we generally don't want that sort of stuff on stream.
No, we don't want to hear the vulgar taunts of the players before the games.
There we go.
Or as was the case yesterday in the paddling versus Raft match, the constant quacking.
Yeah,
just drove me half mad.
I can only imagine that one. Alright, so we are actually getting into the game here with the Aeronautical Knights versus the newly formed Wolfpack team. So, let's get to it. We got just a few seconds to go before it actually starts. Mm-hmm. So yeah, this should be quite an interesting experience to see how the Wolfpack will be able to do in this game. They are spawning as the blue team. And let's have just a quick rundown of the ships themselves. So why don't you go ahead and start us off with the AK team with ship number 1.
Okay, the AK Ramwaffe. Oh golly. We have the standard gap mortar front. We've got the flare gun and the mine launcher on the side. Number 2, we have the Pillar of Autumn with a heavy flak front. We have rocket launcher, flare gun, Artemis on the sides, flare gun, and a Merc cannon. The Flying Through, standard gap mortar front, and on the sides you have a flare gun and a carronade. The danger zone, again, standard gap mortar front. I say that a lot these days.
Yep.
Beacon flare gun on the side, and the carronade on the side. Right. So, quite similar builds.
Yeah, we've got double Pyramidion versus a Pyramidion Spire out of all things, which is not something you see every day.
No, you do not see a Spire every day at all. Aeronautical Knights, I do not know much about these guys. Do you know much about them?
They played a couple of times in the Flotsam Dynasty matchups, but other than that, not quite as much. And for those who are looking at lag problems on stream, my few times I hiccuped over here, so that's probably why you were having it.
All right, well, the action has got underway here. The Ramwaff has come in. He's not seen the danger zone on his side, and the danger zone is taking him on the highway to the aforementioned danger zone, blows him up. Focus fire with the flying through almost instantly. Pillar of Awesome firing ahead with that heavy flak. But that is not optimal at all. I mean, the danger zone's already in his arming time. He's missing the shots. The Pillar of Autumn has to get out of there right now.
Yeah, that heavy flak, that's not going to be able to do too much. And the Spire against two Pyramidions is usually about as bad as it gets. I mean, even if you don't fire guns, just think about two Pyramidions ramming a Spire and you'll have nightmares.
Yes, well, I mean, kudos to the Aeronautical Knights for taking a Spire, for not the most meta ship in the game, to put it that way. But the Ramwaffer here, it looks like it's going to be focused by flying through and the danger zone. Terrible spawn miles away from his ally, getting rammed. Armor goes down. Don't think he can get out of this one. Danger zone does a good job of keeping his arcs on, and boom.
Yeah, I mean, Wolfpack is doing a fantastic job of focus firing and making sure they get into good firing arcs and not losing them.
Yes, Mad Maverick, Mad Goose. I've just realised the Top Gun reference. Oh dear.
There you go.
There we go. I got there at the end. Flying through, charging in on the Pillar of Autumn. There's pretty much nothing the Pillar of Autumn can do. This is going to be 4-0. Oh my goodness.
Well, the good news for the Aeronautical Knights is that this is a best of 3 at least. So
yes, that's true. And well, it's not technically over yet. But
so even if they lose this one, they're not quite out of it yet.
Even if, well, in the likely event, I'm sorry to say they lose this one. They're split up here. It's going to take some time for them to get back together. During which time, the Wolfpack are going to be searching those canyons for that Spire. I'm sorry, Imagine, but I see those Spires finding that Spire and killing him and winning this match.
Yeah, I mean, that is all likelihood what's going to happen, but hey, you never quite know what craziness can come out of the games. It looks like the Spire has been spotted, however, and that's not a good thing for AK at all.
Perhaps going in a slightly too tight formation here. It means the flying through can't get the fire on the Autumn as well as the danger zone. However, I don't think it matters that much. It only takes one.
Ramwolf was coming up from behind, and this is actually going to be really, really good. If the Spire can stay alive, that I guess it's the danger zone that they're going after now. Danger zone is actually in a lot of trouble right now as the Ramwolf is bearing down on it, and Pillar of Autumn is just holding on for your dear life. And the danger zone, there it goes.
Danger zone goes down. Yeah, they got too hungry for that kill. They didn't notice the Ramwaffer coming in from behind. But the flying through now firing on the Ramwaffer, ramming the Ramwaffer. What an insult that is. Ramwaffer's armor is down. Just take a few more shots. But no, he's going past. His arcs are in the wrong place. Oh, he's going right through to the Pillar of Autumn. He says, I don't care about the Ramwaffer. I'm going right for the Spire.
And
Rams him.
Ram.
Oh.
Just a few more shots, and there it goes. There's that second ram that goes. And, well, congratulations to the Wolfpack. I mean, they came out swinging right from the start. Just charged right in there.
Well, yes, Wolfpack are not a new team by any stretch of the imagination. As we said earlier, an offshoot of the Falconeers. This is, well, yes, this is very interesting. I mean, we don't know much about the Wolfpack except their history with the Falconeers, because they only formed literally tonight.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I have a feeling it's something that was in the works for a while.
Mm,
But yeah, I think we're gonna have to remake the lobby
yes, we
because
will.
none of these or is Duet on one of the maps? I don't.
Duel at Dawn is one of the maps, and there we go. Duel at Dawn. So we can have Duel at Dawn now. We can have Fjords afterwards, if there is an afterwards. That is.
Uh, hold on, let me make sure.
Yes, somebody's saying
Well,
in the chat.
with Wolf was asking if it was the right map.
Yeah. Someone's saying in the chat they're not Falconeers, just to be clear. Yes, to be clear, the Wolfpack are a completely different clan, a completely different group, completely different team. They've broken off. They've gone their own way.
Yeah, I'm just making sure that this map is okay with AK. It's technically their pick. They have a pick between as the loser. They have a pick between this and Fjords. And looks like they're gonna talk to their team real quick. So we're gonna have just a quick little break here while they're getting
All
situated
right.
and seeing what they actually want to do. So how are you today, Brick?
How am I? I'm as well as could be expected, given the circumstances. Of course, last night I had the privilege of calling the Raft and their stunning victory over the Paddling. That was truly a historic occasion, and QWERTY was very sad. He was not at the microphone that occasion. QWERTY, of course, has recovered. He's out from hospital. He's
Excellent.
getting better, and he's looking forward to being back behind the microphone. I'm looking forward to hearing it, QWERTY.
Yeah,
Anyway, looks like
the mad
the game.
Australian.
Yes, the mad Australian indeed. Looks like this game's getting underway here. They seem
Yep.
content with duel.
Yeah, it looks like Duel at Dawn was their preferred choice over Fjords. So we'll see how this one shapes up. Of course, this is one of the smaller maps that we have going on.
Yep.
You know, a lot of close range combat happens quite often. I think it's really the ducks that have managed to find like little holes to just camp out in this entire map.
Well, we had an hour-long match with the gents in this map, so
Fair enough. All right. So once again, it looks like the ships did not change at all. We've still got the Ram Waffle and the Autumn on the red side, with the two Pyramidions flying through and the Danger Zone on the Wolfpack side. And just looking at the guns, I don't think they've changed any guns either. We've still got the heavy flak on the Spire. Same sort of current meta-median, because that's sort of changed from Gat flak into Gat mortar now.
okay, danger zone flying through, awkward engage angle on the Ramwaffer. Perhaps deliberately the Ramwaffer's sort of pulled back, using that rib for cover. He's done very well. He's tempted him into attacking the Spire, while the Ramwaffer comes in from behind. But it's only a matter of time before the danger zone gets up. But by then, his ally may already be dead.
Yeah, and Pillar of Autumn is taking a lot of damage, of course, as
That is
Spires
true.
usually do. Ramwaffle is
Spire.
trying as hard as it can to get the flying through off him, but
Yeah.
it's just not going to happen. And now there's this weird conga line of fire going on here.
I'm rather disappointed the Spire didn't try to sort of use sort of more vertical movement tools to kind of evade, especially because he's going into this knowing he's going against two Pyramidians. I was thinking maybe Hydro, drop, shoot, the last minute could have got out of the way, but it looks like not. Now the Ramwaffer is firing in, taking the armor down of the flying through, but the danger zone is on his tail.
Yeah,
All the
and
Ramwaffer.
AK really needs to get at least one kill out of this, otherwise it's going to be a really hard time to come back. Being down 2-0 is much, much worse than
Absolutely.
being down 2-1. The Pillar of Autumn is actually firing in here. They're not
The
accomplishing too much
shots
currently.
not really hitting their marks, unfortunately. Yeah, the Ramwaffer taking heavy fire here, and they go down.
Yeah, it's just a little bit too unfortunate. There are heavy flat shots still coming in, but once again, missing most of the marks, unfortunately. If they could have hit the flying through a few times. Maybe that engagement would have gone a little bit better for the AK team, but as it is, the two blue ships are now bearing down on that Spire once again, and that's usually spells bad times for the Spire.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. And the Spire, double focused by Pyramidians. There's almost nothing he can do. He's backpedaling and firing, but no, this
And
is
here comes the
over
ram.
here.
Yep, there we go.
Oh dear.
There's a
Oh
giant
dear.
ball that falls down. You know what? I think one of my favorite parts in this entire game, in Guns of Icarus, is just how awesome the ships look when they break apart.
They do. Yes, they do. By the way, what I was sort of mentioning earlier, I was mentioning the 1 hour long match the BFS had with the gents, where basically we were sitting in the ribs on one side of the map and they were sitting in ribs on the other side of the map, and we spent like a whole hour sniping at each other. It's basically, I'm just trying to illustrate that this can be a sniping map. But lately we just haven't seen that. I mean, we've seen more and more brawly teams and less sniper teams.
And I, for one, totally applaud that, as Ram Waffle gets absolutely destroyed by a nice ram, and that mortar fire just coming through and completely wrecking the rest of the Red Pyramidion, who gets a horrible, horrible spawn. Oh my god, if he
Yes,
gets
indeed.
spotted here, this is going to be absolutely terrible.
And the relevance to this game is that is a sniper spire. That is a hard sniper spire. None of those guns meant for anything but sniping. The problem is because of these awful respawns they're getting. It's hard for the Ramwaffer to protect the Pillar of Autumn while they're
He's not
sniping.
spotted though. He never got spotted. They're going after the Pillar of Autumn. They knew whereabouts the Spire was, so Ramwaffle never got spotted, but could not take advantage of that. Now the Pillar of Autumn is once again under fire by the flying through, and oh, there goes that really nasty ram once again.
Oh,
from
he's
Pyramidion.
Pillar of Autumn with the impact bumpers there. I mean, it's not going to help too much, unfortunately.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
that.
you really need to take advantage of the up and down and vertical movement, as you said, of the Spire. But congratulations to the Wolfpack for winning their debut matches. So they win this round 2-0. And we will head into our next set of matches, which is going to be the Bully Boys versus the Valiant.